we are going to see trigonometric ratios for certain angles. We have studied about the trigonometric ratios, sine A, cos A, the formulas. Here we are going to study about the trigonometric ratios for certain angles. This table is going to be very useful for your future things for certain angles because we know the value, we can easily substitute. Let us do with the table. Let us start with the first. I am doing first. What are the trigonometric ratios? We know what are the trigonometric ratios. Sine A, cos A. I'm just writing the trigonometric ratios which we know. Sine A, cos A, tan A, cosec A, secant A, cot A. These are the 6 trigonometric ratios we already know. They are sine A, cos A, tan A, cosecant A, secant A, and cot A. Now for the certain basic angles, we will write in order for increasing order of angle. For example, I'll write as 0 for 0 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 I'll write. First we'll do with 45 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. The value of the angle, the sine A will goes on increase in the value. For 0, the sine 0, this is very easy to remember. If you remember the sine, you can do all the other ratios. If you remember for sine A, sine 0 is 0 and sine 90 is 1. This is a basic thing you have to remember. Sine 0 is always 0 and sine 90 is 1. And sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. If you remember this alone, we can easily do with cos, tan, cosecant, secant, and cot. Sine A is nothing but sine A, sine 0 is 0 and sine 90 is 1. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. And from this, it is a vice versa. Cos A is vice versa. One more thing which we have to know is, see, sine angle is go on increasing. The value is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. The value is in increasing order. As the angle increases, the value of sine increases. The value of cos A will decreases as the value increases. See, I'll writing in the reverse order. See, sine 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. Cos 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. See, it is a vice versa. And 45 is 1 by root 2. See, this is the same thing was the sine. I have written in a reverse order. See, the cos is decreasing as the value of the angle increases. The cos value is decreasing from 1 to 0 as the value increases from 0 to 90 degree. But the sine is increasing as the angle value increases from 0 to 90 degree. As we know, tan A is sine A by cos A. So you can write like this. Tan A is 0 by 1 is 0. So I can write here 0. 30 for is 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. It is 1 by root 3. Then I come 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2. Root 2 get cancelled. It is 1. See, I'm just dividing. I'm getting the value sine by cos. I'm just doing sine divided by cos to get the tan. Sine value is root 3 by 2. Cos value is 1 by 2. So it is root 3. 1 by 0, sine value is 1 and cos value is 0. 1 by 0 is undefined, not defined value. So I'll write it as not defined. Cosecant is 1 by sine. Cosecant is nothing but cosecant is 1 by sine. So I'm doing that alone here. 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is not defined. So I'll write this as not defined. 1 by 2 is 2. So this is 2. 1 divided by 1 by root 2 is root 2. 1 divided by root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3. 1 divided by 1 is 1. Similarly, I can write for my cos also. I am writing this so that I can write for my secant. See, next is our secant. Secant is nothing but 1 by cos. So 1 by 1 is 1. So value is 1. 1 by root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3. 1 by root 2 is root 2. Then is 1 by 2 is 2. 1 by 0 is not defined. And cot A is 1 by tan A. So 1 by 0 is not defined. 1 by root 3 is root 3. 1 by 1 is 1. 1 by root 3 is 1 by root 3. 1 by not defined is 0. So this is the table. This table is very easy to remember. You have to remember this table. That will help you for your future studies, because these angles are very common angle that directly you can apply for every time. You will not able to do solve and find it out. This is, if you remember the sign, you can do all the other things. I'll just give an example for 45 degree. How I got this values, I'll just give an example. See, now I'll just simple example for you for 45 degree I'll do, and so that you will able to understand how I got this value. Consider a right angle triangle. See, this is a right angle triangle at B, 90 degree. So 45 degree. So this angle will be 45 degree. This is my A, let it be 45 degree. So we know the sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. So this angle will be 45 degree. So these two angles will be same, because when the two angles are the sides will be equal, the corresponding sides will be equal. Let it be A. We don't know the number, so I'm using just as A. So hypotenuse is equal to hypotenuse square equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. So it is A square plus A square, that is 2A square. When I take the hypotenuse is equal to root 2A. Because A square, it can be A, it can come out, but 2 is not, so I have to take it as root 2. So my hypotenuse is root 2A. Now I will find out what I want. Sine 45. Sine 45 is, sine A is opposite by hypotenuse, that is A by root 2A. A cancel, 1 by root 2. I got it as 1 by root 2. Similarly, I'll write for cos C. Sine A is, sine 45 is 1 by 2. Cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is A. Hypotenuse is root 2A. So it is 1 by root 2. Similarly, I can get for all the other values. This is how I got this table. One more example I'll explain for 30 degree also. I'll explain you. For 30 degree. How to do so for 36? Consider a equilateral triangle A, B, A, B, C. It is an equilateral triangle, so all sides will be equal. Let it be A. All the three sides are equal. I am dividing this triangle into two parts because then only I'll get 90 degrees. So this will be 90 degree. So the total BC is A means let it be D. This point I'm taking as D. So this is 1 by A by 2, A by 2. Now I'll try to find out the hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. So I have to find out the adjacent side. So this 60 degree has been divided into 2. So this is 30, 30. This is 60. Now you understood? Now with respect to A, because I'm writing with respect to A, I'm writing as A. So hypotenuse I have to find out. Hypotenuse square equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. Opposite is my A by 2 the whole square plus A square. This is hypotenuse is given, adjacent is not given. So I'll take it as adjacent square itself. So this is A square minus A by 2 the whole square equal to adjacent square. So it is A square minus A square by 4. That is when I take in 4, I'll multiply with this. 4A square minus A square by 4 it is. So it is nothing but 3A square. 3A square by 4. This is hypotenuse square. So hypotenuse is root of this. Hypotenuse is equal to root of 3A square by root of 4. So A square and 4 are root numbers. So I'll take it as root 3. I cannot do anything. So I'll write it as root 3. A square is A and root 4 is 2. So my hypotenuse is root 3A by 2. Sorry, this is not hypotenuse, my adjacent. Sorry, I have written as hypotenuse. It is adjacent square. Sorry. By mistake, I have written adjacent because hypotenuse value is A square. Adjacent square only we are finding out. So adjacent square is 3A square by 4. Sorry, I have written hypotenuse in everywhere. This is adjacent. So I got it as, now I can write as sine A equal to, I'll write here sine A equal to opposite by hypotenuse. My opposite is A by 2 and my hypotenuse is A. So it is A by 1 and reciprocate it is 1 by A. That is nothing but 1 by 2. I got it as 1 by 2. Similarly, I can do for all the other things. This is how I got this table. Now you can understand this table. This is just for your understanding. This is not necessary for you. Just if you remember this table, it will be fine for you. I'm giving this idea only to know how we got this table. That will, you're not going to do all these stuff in the exam. You will, if you know this value, you can directly apply. This table is not that much tough to understand. And there are, if you are finding it very difficult to you, I'll give some trick to understand this table. But as a teacher, I will not recommend that. But just I'm giving a trick. But that is not a good way. As a teacher, I should not recommend that. But certain students will not be able to remember the table. So for them, it might be helpful. So I'm giving it just as an information. See, from 0 to, I'll write the values for sine A as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. See the value of 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. I'm just writing the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. First step, I'll do this. Divide with 4. Divide with 4. 0 by 4. 1 by 4. 2 by 4. 3 by 4. 4 by 4. What is the value? 0 by 4 is 0. 1 by 4. 1 by 4. 2 by 4, I can write it as 1 by 2. 3 by 4, I'll write it as 3 by 4 itself. 4 is 1. Now the second step is taking the root. Taking root. If I take the root of 0, it is 0. Taking root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. I got the value as 1 by 2. 45, if I take the root of 1 by root 2, it is 1 by root 2. If I take the root of 3 by 4, the value of root 3 will be as it is, and the 4 will become 2. Taking the root of 1 is 1. So this is how I got it as 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Now that I got the value, but this is just a trick. I will never recommend this. I'm just giving you as a hint. This is how this table is. This table will be useful to apply. You can easily remember this table when you know all the sign. If you remember the sign A itself, you can do all the other stuff easily. Sin A is going to increase with increase in the angle. Sin 0 is 0. Sin 90 is 1. Sin is going to increase with increase in the degree. See, 0, 30, it is increasing order. So my sin value also 0. It's going on increasing. That's it. And cos is the reverse of the sign. I can write the reverse of the sign. And tan A is 1 by sin A. Tan A is sin A by cos A. Cosecant A is 1 by sin A. Secant A is 1 by cos A. Cot A is 1 by tan A. So from this I can easily conclude. From the next video, I'll do the sums related with this trigonometric ratio table. I'll do. If you like my video, please comment, share, and subscribe my video. Thank you.